night. Remember that? Boy, you better do that, Echo.
Oh, yes. You're going to have to turn down your volume, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what it is because I'm not
I think
live
something
anywhere else.
on your end, baby. You may have to put on the headphones.
I should probably get some too.
Check it out. Hey, Gail Mixon, Penny Bentley, barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Listen to this, y'all. All the ideas you get for weight loss. Barbecue chicken breast burgers with butternut squash fries and homemade cinnamon dip made with plain review. Why don't I get an invite? Good gracious. Lynn Howe has got marinated barbecue chicken. Lord have mercy. Can y'all believe it? Somebody say, blessed be the name of the Lord. I can eat like this and lose weight and lose my booty. Goodness gracious, the booties are falling. Hey, Joni. Hey, Joni. Hey, Tammy. Joni and Tammy, not that y'all ever do, but please don't run from me today because I need you. I need you help in a little while. We are killing it, y'all. I'm going to have to get on a quick Zoom. It'll be all positivity. No negativity. It's all positivity, all positive. I need some help. Sasha, how are you this morning?
Ooh, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear an echo.
Okay, good.
Echo. You sound like Bill Collins over in there.
Okay, well, let me just log out and log back in and see if I can't see what's going on.
You good?
So I'll be back.
It's light echo. Hello, everybody. We're about to get started. We've got guests coming. Cole Trickle and Harry Hogg. Anybody know who that is? I'm curious to know, out of 97 people in this room, if anybody knows who Cole Trickle and Harry Hogg is. Shame on y'all. You have never worked in a video store. Hey, Ashley, is it okay to reset my goal weight since I got where the doctor wants me to be, but I'm like, I want to be 5 more down? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Celia knows. That figures that Celia would know that. Yeah. My kind of woman. Kristen knows. Nathan knows. Cole Trickle. Aaron knows. Yep, I have invited them to class today. I hope this goes off without a problem. I've invited them to class. We're about to get started. Sasha's coming back. Let me get her up here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Celia raced a truck. You daredevil, you. Crazy woman. We're all crazy, aren't we? Who else in here is crazy? I'm crazy. I'm a different person every day. It's ridiculous, but I literally am. You literally are a different person every day, believe it or not. We're all crazy. I consider it a compliment myself. John the Baptist was crazy. They thought he was crazy. Did they not? I believe they did. You know, while we're waiting on Sasha, I never get mad at anybody for their interpretation of the word. But people get mad at me. Do they get mad at y'all if you have a different interpretation of the word than them? I never get mad. Never bothers me. Doesn't matter what they think. Bible says work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. I figure they're living in a different body, a different experience, so God speaks to them a little different. You know, people get mad at me about it. I quit talking about politics, but I can't stop talking about Jesus. Thought Noah was crazy. Yeah. You know, there you are. You back. Okay. I'll quit delaying and get started. We've got my beautiful friend. I'm so glad that she's here. She's come into our life, y'all. Can I get you up here, Lynn? Would that be too bad? Is it too early for that? Before we get Cole Trickle and Harry Hogg? Good morning, Linda Powell. We good crazy. We good crazy. Yeah, Lynn Haug she's really blessed us, you know. you never know who you're going to run into and meet that just changes your life, you know. Lynn has changed our life. I'd love for them to meet you, Lynn, but you may not be all prettied up yet. You're pretty all the time. I did it again. I messed up. You're pretty all the time, but you may not be. You can't. I'm gonna bring Lynn on here before we get cold trick on Harry Hog. We're gonna have fun today. Let's lighten up today. Yesterday was not a day of lightness. We had a lot of hangry people yesterday, so let's lighten up today. Get our new friend Lynn up here. Hey, she's already dolled up. I want you to look. Hey, Lynn. How you doing, sis? How you doing?
I'm doing so well. I'm on my calendar. I've got flames. So I'm one happy girl right now.
Awesome. You introduced us to a lot of new people yesterday, and we got to get them having some flames now.
Yes, I've been getting a lot of messages. They are so excited. They've never heard about a plan like this. So,
well, if I can hold some group classes or something, just let me know, and we'll try to get them started in the right direction with a little extra TLC. But it's good to have my friend Lynn here, my mentor. I just love having you here. Such a beautiful person. I don't know where you get it, but like I'm high and low. I'm like on fire. And you're always high. Always. I love it. And when you can't be, I've noticed you do this. You don't say anything negative. Y'all, this is Lynn. I'm learning so much from her. Sasha's always evenly killed. She's even all the time. Lynn's always high, right? And I've noticed that, well, I know she's human. So I've noticed that she'll go, y'all, my mind is going to need a little break. I'll be back. She won't say anything negative. Me, I'm like, and then I'm okay. But you never let it show. But share with everybody who you are and what kind of results you're getting out of the gate.
Oh my gosh. Well, I came in because of Jonathan Montgomery, and he joined me in Melaleuca with Tracy Ebert, and he kept talking about Shibboleth. I'm like, what is this word that you're talking about? And I'm at 10 pounds this morning. I got back on the scale. I'm like, it's not Wednesday, but Travis and Sasha aren't watching me. I jumped on the scale because I touched my waist and I went, oh my gosh. And I ran to the scale, jumped on 10 pounds down. But I took my measurements and I'm going to start adding up all those measurements. And I have a question for you. If you go into your journal and your amazing website, does it tally your measurement drops? Because I haven't seen that.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That has been on the radar for a while. It does collect it, but I don't. Yeah, it does. I think, right, Sasha? Didn't he finally program that with the progress?
Okay.
Will you write that down?
In my original, and then I think I put in a few days ago, but I feel like I've lost another inch on my upper waist, which is so exciting. I have 60 to go, so it's a lot.
Let me do this real quick because everybody needs to know where this is at. Anyway, the website's so big, we even get lost in it. Our developer's amazing. Incredible. I give him my ideas and he tries to bring them to life, which is difficult because I'm crazy. So if you go to your journal, everybody, and we'll see if he got finished with this. If you go to your journal and you go to progress right here. Then we've got our data graph. Choose weight. And then here's your different right here. So like your waist, let's go to waist.
Oh, okay.
And then set it. And it shows you that graph.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Now I haven't come along and made this pretty. So it's the sheer information. So yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. I still, I think what I want to post the most on social media is my body getting smaller and eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's so unheard of that you can do something like that. I have been off bread. I I would call it bread shaming. I've been in bread shaming for years, and to eat a piece of bread is still a very strange feeling for me. But to lose weight and be eating bread, people are going to be like, what? And it's just so powerful. I just can't thank you enough, guys. I can't.
No, we feel the same about you. Lynn, y'all, I used to speak to large groups in person all over the nation. It's been a long time, and I forgot how passionate I am. I've been sitting behind a computer. I've told many people, I've been very honest about it. When I got pushed out of Thrive Weight Loss and lost my family and everything, I had nervous breakdown after nervous breakdown. Sasha knows about this. And I thought, I won't be able to do this in person anymore. I'll have to do it behind a computer. So I'm dealing with people one-on-one, and you come in contact with all kinds of people, great people that are great to us, but people that are mean too, and devalue what you're trying to do. And you put me in front of so many people yesterday that they just blessed me up and down. I got home and I'm like, Sasha, I'm on purpose again. I really enjoy talking to people passionately about this program who've never heard about it. And it was like, I wished all of our members here, we've been traveling together so long, they could see the excitement and enthusiasm for people that never heard this.
Well,
I think
Travis,
it's just amazing.
it's recorded, and so you can share it, you know.
Awesome.
You were definitely, they were feeling the love. They, like I said, when I read obesity code and there was no diet to match the control of insulin, I've been looking and looking and looking. And so they're in the same boat. We've always like, well, how do we get that down? And so they're fired up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait to share it. Hey, what about this, y'all? If Lynn will let us, is there anybody here that wants to see that great meeting from last night? Would you like for us to send it to you? It was fabulous. Fabulous. So again, just email me. I'll get it to you. TravisJack777@gmail.com. TravisJack777@gmail.com. On the book, those of you that are letting me know you want it, I'm getting the emails, just not replying to them. But we got you. We got you. Appreciate that. But yeah,
is your 777, is that a biblical on your? Okay, I'm going to tell you this story very, very quickly, guys, because this is my 777. By the grace of God, I am living on my dream property because of my Melaleuca business and these Melaleuca products. And the day I moved on to this property, my check from Melaleuca was 17771. 17,771. And when the check popped up, I went, oh my God, like you see it, right? You see the blessing, the confirmation. This is exactly where I want you. This is exactly what I want you doing. And to have those numbers come in. So I saw your email. I'm like, no, that's so good.
Well, I wish people understood that the reason that God is blessing you that way is because you never make it about that. It's like you make it about the people and loving on the people. You're always there. I've never met anyone like you. Never. You're always there, always positive, always optimistic. It's no wonder that God's favor is all about you. So I'm very fortunate and blessed to know you.
I don't get speechless very often. Thank you so much.
You're a special person. You deserve those accolades. I'll fight for you. You've been kind to me. Lynn reminds me in the Bible, y'all, of the Good Samaritan, where the guy left Jerusalem and went down to Jericho into the world and fell among thieves and basically was left for dead. That's me. And there's been a few good people, most of them women. I must be good looking.
Women are awesome.
First, my wife come along, and then Lynn and Tracy, and bound up my wounds and said, hey, you're still good at this. And I really appreciate you, Sister Lynn.
Thank you, Brother Travis.
Does any of y'all have any questions for Lynn before Cole Trickle comes on and Harry Hogg?
I love it. We have a hog and a hog.
Yeah. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate you coming on for a minute.
You bet.
All right. So we're going to keep this going. So here's my fun rant for the day. Yesterday was one of those days, and there are a lot of days like this. Now are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for Cold Trickle and Harry Hog? Yesterday was one of those days, right? And we have a lot of days like this, and I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. Anytime somebody's objecting to what I say, there's still hope. It's when they go silent that I know that I've lost them. Anytime somebody's giving me objection, I know that they're wanting me to overcome that objection. But it does get tiring. It will wear you out, constantly debating with people when you've gotten the proven results in Jesus. I take no credit for it. It's in Jesus. I take credit for being a willing worker. That's all. However, tens of thousands of people, millions of pounds lost, and still people who are struggling with trying to lose weight argue with me. And I'm trying to coach them. You have to realize sometimes you just have to say, okay, I'm just going to listen. Anybody know what I mean? You ever do that with your kids? Kayla can hear me over there. My daughter's here packing and shipping. Anybody ever do that with their kids? It's like, after a while with your kids, you know what I'm saying? With your children, when they come to you with a problem and you try to give them a solution, they get mad at you. So rather than, it's best to just go, I hate that. Does anybody know what I mean? It gets to where you just like, yeah. Oh, I hate that. You've got all the solutions. If they would, and they could get out of the miry clay in less than a day. But it's like, I hate that. That's about all you can do. So sometimes with clients, forgive me if it's you. Sometimes with clients, it's like, but I've got this issue and I've got that issue and you don't understand. I hear that all the time. Sasha, how much time do I hear I don't understand? You don't understand. You don't understand what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell them I've laid in the floor and peed on myself? I've been in such a bad way in my past. Literally alone, found alone, peeing on myself. I've been through all of it too. Okay. So I get it. Maybe you've been through something worse. I don't know. Maybe I have, but my point is practical here. Calorie deficit, insulin control, adequate protein, figure out how to do that, you lose weight. But people still argue, well, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. That's what they tell me. I'm going to do it this way. Okay. That's what I do. Hope it works. So I want to play a clip for you from Days of Thunder, Cold Trickle and Harry Hog. Sorry, Lynn. Harry Hog on this one. Robert Duvall and Tom Cruise. Excuse the French. There's a couple of wordy dirts in it, but it's a great little movie, a fun movie where you've got a hotshot race car driver. He knows how to drive. He's talented. And then you got Robert Duvall. That's me. And he's trying to teach this young driver how to do things, but this guy does not want to listen. So let me play the clip for you. And I want everybody here to know, when you're watching this clip, if you're one of those that has not bought all the way in, you want to do things your way. I'm telling you, if you will give me 3 days even to do it my way, then a week to do it my way, every bite, everything you do it my way and stop doing it your way. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. It's the little foxes that spoil the vines. Some of you that aren't getting the results that you want, you're a pivot away. It's just a pivot. And you would take off. It's not a radical shift. Travis, my blood sugar drops. I know, I get it. I've been there too. Here's what you do. But you can't justify and rationalize. Travis, when I work out, I need more food. I know. But if you'll do it my way, you will develop that fat adapted metabolism and you will get fabulous results. So let's take a look at this. Whoops, I'm gonna start it again. Hold on. Let me share it the right way, and I hope you hear it, and I hope this goes off without a hitch. Sometimes all it takes, all real life is portrayed in the movies. I've said that for years. Here we go.
Now, Cole, there is something else. Tires is what wins a race.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
If we can't figure a way to run so you don't melt the damn tires, we can't finish a race.
So what do you want?
Tell you what, you run 50 laps any way you like, then 50 laps like I want you to. Give me an honest run. If you do, I'm gonna beat you. Now we're gonna do it 50 laps my way, all right? Now when you were racing Indy cars out west, the tires were twice as wide and the car weighed half as much. Now your car weighs twice as much and the tires are half as wide and you're burning them up, all right? Now what you do, when you burn them up, they melt. When they melt, they get greasy and you slip and slide and you're out of control. All right? Hook, let's go. His way, my way. I was 6 seconds faster. Now buy me some lunch at the highway joint.
Is it going to be your way or is it going to be my way? You can do it yourself and you can come out strong and then you can wilt before the finish line, or you, with patience, with love in your heart, you can do it my way. And time is going to pass whether you do this or not. And if you'll do it my way, it ain't my way, by the way, it's God's way. Travis is only doing it God's way. So if you'll do it too, we'll all reach ideal weight and happy land real quick. It goes by like that. Have fun with it. We give you behavior modification principles. Number 1, you must journal. You've got to journal. How many of you are journaling today? You got to journal. You just got to do it. It's like brushing your teeth. I didn't get up today and say, I can't wait to use my new clean toothpaste. I can't wait to use my new essential oil mouthwash. I can't wait. Oh, yay. I get to use my toothpaste. I did it because I want fresh breath and clean teeth. I don't want my teeth falling out. I know a journal isn't exciting, but you've got to make it a daily method of operation. If you're struggling, you've got to plug into live class. I get asked every week, when are we doing something new? You try to come up with something new going live 4 or 5 times every day when what works is calorie deficit, insulin control, and adequate protein. That's what works. I try to make it new. I try to make it fun, but sometimes we need the fundamentals. Repetition is the mother of skill. Every one of those people that say, when are we doing something new? When I ask them a fundamental question, rarely can they answer it. Let's test it right now. Let's do a test, Sasha. Let's do a test, shall we? What organ in your body is responsible for efficiently burning fat? Don't Google. The liver. That's right. What organ in the body is responsible for delivering insulin when we elevate our blood sugar? That's right. How many calories are in a gram of fat? 9. How many calories stored in a pound of fat? 3,500. How many calories stored in a pound of muscle? 600. That's right. Good job. How much weight in water is attached to 1 gram of glycogen? It stopped. How many grams of water are attached to 1 gram of glycogen? Two to 3. So which macronutrient breaks down into glycogen? Carbohydrate. So when I consume a gram of carbohydrate, if I consume a pound of grits, how many pounds will I store in water? Some of y'all going, oh, I get it. I get it now. That's right. So you're like, why after that hog trough day did I put on 5 pounds? Well, darling, if you eat a pound of chips, you also going to be holding on to 3 pounds of water. Somebody say, glory, I get it. Glory, hallelujah. I get it. It's just water. It'll come off if I just get back on the program. If you go to the Olive Garden and you eat a pound of pasta, how many pounds of water are you going to hold after that? 3, that's 4 extra pounds. Glory, glory, I got it. Woo! So it's just water. So we get back on the program. We do the right thing more than the wrong thing. Glory, glory, glory. Everybody shout glory to the Lamb. Yes, so lots of carbs makes our body hold on to water. That's right. And then we get it right back off when we get on the program. It's just fluid. It's just fluid. Right. What macronutrient is the building blocks of all life on the planet? Protein. Protein, you got to have amino acids. Water you got to have, it's very important, but protein is the building blocks. It's what makes life grow. You can't grow. So what is the primary macronutrient in collagen boost? Category 1 and category 3, bovine collagen. Protein. What is the hardest macronutrient for the body to store as fat? Protein. That's right. Y'all are killing it. It's pretty good. Y'all are doing pretty good. How many calories are stored in a gram of carbohydrate? Sorry, I'm having my bovine collagen right now. Little burp there. Sorry. How many 4 in carbohydrate. Yeah. Yes. What are the 3 branch chain amino acids that I call gut be gone, butt be gone? Valine, leucine, and isoleucine. What is an essential amino acid? Why is it an essential one? Your body cannot make it on its own. So we have to get it through either animal products or supplementation. Will I slow down my fat burn if I'm not getting in enough minerals and not getting in enough essential amino acids? Yes. True or false? 96% lean ground meat is actually cheaper per gram of protein than 70% lean ground meat. It's true, because you're paying for just fat in that other package. You're not paying for protein. It's all lard, and the worst kind of lard too. All right, I'm going to stop with that. Any questions for us today? It's good to have everybody. Let's do it my way for a little while, please. Like if somebody's if you'll teach me your trade, I'll do it your way. If you'll do it my way, it'll be more fun. You'll have better results, but you must be patient. Patience, my young Padawan. You must be patient. And it's easy to be patient if you're having fun. If you're not having fun with this, we've got to rewire and remap the brain. What's not fun about it? Ask yourself that. The answer to all life's questions is in the question. The solutions are always in the questions we ask ourselves. Okay, so ask the right questions, you get the right answers. Ask dumb questions, you get dumb answers. So anyway, so let's go over here. Anonymous, I've been doing great on the challenge, losing 7.5 pounds so far. Great. Starting a couple of days ago, my shoulders and arms have been aching. Other than the changes with the challenge, the only thing that's been different is that I've been bad taking the vitamins to go with it. Could this be causing it? It could, but I would really suggest this. There are others you could take, but this when you're on reduced calories to that degree, you could have an imbalance in your electrolytes, and getting your electrolytes in and a good calcium, enough calcium and magnesium may help that. But definitely look into your electrolytes. Amanda, I have a question on something I might be doing wrong. Just need some clarification. If I have an approved breakfast, then have my bio coffee. Is that okay to put as one eating episode, or is that supposed to be 2? Example, today I had my toast on approved carb master bread and nuts and more, and I had bio coffee. You didn't do it wrong, okay? I would count that as 2 eating episodes. I would count that as a meal and a snack. Now, from a calorie standpoint, your calories were still in line well enough that you could call that a meal, but it's going to be more of a maintenance meal if you call that one meal, because that's going to allow you additional eating episodes for the day, which takes your calories up. So the way I count that today is that's 2 eating episodes, because I like to be strict with myself. I hope that makes sense. You didn't do it wrong. I'm invited to a barbecue steak lunch today. Is having a baked potato not good? No, it's excellent to have that baked potato. That's what we call a holiday. So here's what happens on our holidays. Let me show you that. Beautiful steak. We don't get steak and potato every day. So that steak breaks down into protein. Okay? That's good stuff. Muscle preservation. It also breaks down it has no carbohydrate except for what's in the barbecue sauce. You have long chain triglycerides. This is 3 fatty acids, bound together, that get easily stuck in the cell. If you overeat them, you store them. If you provoke insulin, you store them even more readily and easily. That potato is good, it's approved, but it's going to cause your blood sugar to go up. Your pancreas is going to secrete a fat bus. And then the fat bus is coming, and let's put some fire back here. Here it comes. Here it comes. Beep, beep, beep. And it's coming, and it's going to pick all these fat lipids up. It's picking them up. They're getting on the bus. And then it's looking for our booty. And it goes, boom, right there in the booty. There it goes. That's okay, because that's a holiday. You're allowed to do that. Now, if I keep doing that and I keep doing that every day, the booty just keeps growing. Anybody ever seen that happen to their booty? That's what happens. So doing it once is allowed. You can have 6 times a month. You can do 6 times a month and have that steak and potato. Now, what if I want to have a perfect day? Then I got to get rid of, what do I do if I want to have a perfect day with that, everybody? Food combinations. She's got a steak and potato, but she wants to have a perfect day. What does she got to do? Get rid of the potato and add a category 2. So now I've got my steak. Don't do this. Don't do this. Like the one that got away. That's what we tend to do. like the one that got away. Like there was this girl. Here's where I get in trouble. There's this girl. Sasha's got to talk some. She's gonna get frustrated with me. There was this girl, Rockmart, Georgia, y'all. Let me give you a steak and potato thing. Can I give y'all a steak and potato analogy, and then I'll shut up for a minute? I'll try to. Can I give you a steak and tater analogy? Okay. So there's this girl in Rockmart, Georgia. Her name was Dawn. Some of y'all might know her, so I can't tell you your last name. I love that girl. I remember we was in the Camaro playing Mr. Mister. Y'all remember Mr. Mister? I run to her, you know, that song come on. I'm like, Dawn. Well, that was a tater. She was a tater. I like steak better than tater. She is a tater. And boy, did I want that tater. Well, she broke my heart. I'd have married that girl, but she broke me heart. And then many, many years later, I met that woman that's leaving right there to come slap me, Sasha Martin. I met her. And I remember that song coming on when I was dating Sasha. I run to her. And it brought in whole new meaning. I run to her. That whole new meaning to that song. And I looked at Sasha and I saw a filet mignon. Y'all know what I mean? I said, ooh, there's my filet mignon. I didn't need that tater after all. I've got my filet mignon right here. I'm going to run to her. I couldn't have my steak and tater too. See, I'm not a polygamist. Is that what it is? Too much happy juice this morning. She's my filet mignon. She changed my life. That's what we have to decide here. We have to decide, okay, is it the steak or is it the tater? And I can still have steak and potato on my holidays. Do you see? So you get 6 times a month to do that. I hope that made some sense. I lost Sasha. She's mad at me. She don't like it when I bring up that Dawn. I try to tell her she was just a tater. You my filet mignon. Gala, you may have answered this before. I'm starting to use the Melaleuca pre-workout and post-workout, not both. The flavor is too strong for me to just use 8 to 10 ounces of water. Can I use more water? Absolutely. I do the same thing. The taste profile in those is very strong for me too. I agree with you about that. You can add additional water. It will not hurt the efficacy of the product or the absorption of the product. I would not count it as water. I would still get my hydration from water. You might only need a half a gallon. I think Sasha's having to go handle an order that's coming in, y'all. Sorry about that. I should have let her talk early. I got carried away today. Hope y'all forgive me. I know that run to her. I know, Bryant. I know. Open mouth, insert foot. It's all fun. Anybody got any questions? Anything on your heart, your mind? Let's get it clear. Thank you, Claudia. Hey, keep in mind, I just remember Claudia's new. Was it you that asked the steak and potato? We focus on what we can have. Realize when we get into maintenance, how many holidays do we get in maintenance, everyone? Get 12. So we work hard. And then when we work hard, we get to play hard. My lifestyle looks like this today. Work, play, play, play. Everybody say that with me. Work, play, play, play. Work, play, 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 play. Ain't that awesome? But when I started, I had to pay the price, and it was an easy price to pay because I had a big why. And it was work, play. Work, play. Work, play. Now it's work, play, play. So you earn the right to do that, and you can then have those steak and taters as long as your other days are truly perfect days. Ain't this fun, y'all? Ain't this so much fun? Have you ever heard it like this? Ain't God good to us? This is amazing. You keep telling yourself that. It's amazing. I love it. I tell Sasha every day, She's with me 24/7 almost, working. We not smooching, we working. And I tell her, look, I see her eyes growing dim looking at me, and she's thinking about she's got a tater and she could really have a filet mignon. And I say, woman, you just got to look at me and say, I love my husband. I love my husband. I love my husband. Sometimes you got to talk yourself into it and not out of it. Right? I try to kiss her. She's kissing me a little more since I started with that good toothpaste and that good essential oil to clean my mouth out. Anybody, any questions or comments? Let's keep it rolling. You know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Ashley, I had a friend say to me the other day that I look good, and they couldn't believe that I have lost the way I did. They said they try all kinds of different things for them to lose, but she said she keep gaining it back. I told her about Shibboleth, but they said they don't have time for class. I know, I hear it too. We'll even send the classes to them, laying right in their text. If they want me to text, tell them. Travis said, if you want him to text you the short lessons every day, he'll do that to save your life. But they won't watch them. I didn't see your comment. Let me look for it, Miss Linda. Bear with me. I'm looking.
I think she wanted to know about how that yummy shake was that you made. It had the half banana, the protein shake.
Delicious. Delicious. I use this to block my cravings, peanut butter and a nanner, and put me in some good approved milk. And it is heavenly, heavenly. I love it. I've got a whole book of recipes coming out that work synergistically with Attain and GC Control. Man, I'm so excited about this stuff because those people that get off track, I'm gonna have a plan for them to easily get back on track. It's awesome stuff. Who is the lady speaking? Well, Carrie Cavan, that is my faithful and amazing and wonderful and beautiful and intelligent assistant, Tammy Cornett. She's amazing. And so is Joni. So is our entire team, come to think of it. The hand of God is upon us, not because of me, but because of them, because of my wife. He's blessing us despite me because of them. The saved woman sanctifies the unbelieving wretch like me. I'm proud of them. Amen, Mary. You'll be able to do it in Colombia. You'll be able to do it anywhere you go. I love Shibboleth. Did y'all know we have members in like almost every industrialized country? Can you believe that? Can I do peanut butter and banana on 647 bread and still be okay? Let's go look. I got to look at all of it. All right, so let's go look at that. I doubt it, but we're gonna look because I could be wrong. There's so many approved foods, and I don't eat 647 bread. Let's go and look. 647 bread. Let me take a look at this thing here for you. Do you want me to make it work for you? Did y'all know I can make anything work if you work with me one-on-one? I can make anything work. 647 bread. Let's see. Which one is it? Can you see this and tell me which one it is? Is it the potato bread, the bread, white? Let's see. Is it this one? By the way, when you click find it on Amazon, you help us. They pay us 1 penny for every $1. Is this the one it is, Ashley? Does this look right? Okay. I'm looking. Okay. Could you use nuts and more peanut butter? Can't do it with natural Jif. I can't get the protein up enough. I'd have to get the protein up some more. You'd have to use like I think legendary peanut butter might have more protein. I got to get the protein up some. Now, you could, got to get the protein up. We could do like a tortilla. Could you do an approved tortilla that's 50 calories or less? Take the approved tortilla, put a half a banana in it and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, but you got to call teaspoon up to a tablespoon, but you got to call that a perfect pairing. If you want to use the 647 bread and you want to use 2 slices, a half a banana and 1 tablespoon of nuts and more before 4 p.m. Did that make sense, everyone? Tammy, could you write that down and we'll do a wow challenge with it later today? Did y'all like having a perfect pairing today? Sure. So if you do a -2 or -3 tortilla and you take a half a banana and a teaspoon up to a tablespoon of nuts and more, we can make that work before 4 p.m. as a meal episode. That makes sense, everyone? Explain a perfect pairing, okay? So we have categories of food. Whole foods, lean protein, fibrous carb, complex carb, and I put foods in their proper category. Like example is I go in the same category with Brad Pitt. Everybody say, yep, yep, yep. But Brad Pitt's a little better looking than me. Some foods in a category are better than others, but they're all interchangeable in that category. And by doing that, I'm able to give you a combination chart and you're able to put foods together on your own without my help so that I'm not having to charge you a fee. However, if we get the macros right, we keep our calories right and our macros right, some things that shouldn't go together are better than it. For example, if I have a complex carb, I have to have that with what, everyone? A 1 and 2 or a 7 and 2. So it's a 1 + 2 + 3 to control the insulin, or 7 + 2 + 3 to control the insulin. Got it? However, Crowder peas is one of my favorite foods. Crowder peas go in a category 3. They were kind of an outlier, right? Like you could put me in a category with Brad Pitt or Billy Bob Thornton, right? You kind of don't know where to put me. Am I Brad Pitt or am I Billy Bob Thornton? You know, where do I go? So you got to put me somewhere. So you got to probably put me with Billy Bob. But yeah, so what happens here? Crowder peas, I just said they got to go in a 3 because that's what they're closest to, but they have a lot of fiber and they have a lot of protein. So I don't need a category 2 with them. I can have chicken breast and just Crowder peas. And because I'm portioning it, that means I get more Crowder peas. Does that make sense? I love mustard biscuits, by the way. Did that make sense? This is a good topic that y'all are creating. So tomato, write this down. Let me give y'all some perfect pairings real quick. Let me give y'all some. So let me tell you the difference though. If I've got a portion plate, let me do it in an illustration. Why is that doing that? All right. So let me give you an illustration real fast because it'll make sense why perfect pairings are good. Because you might think, well, I don't really get it. Okay. So is everybody watching this, paying attention to old Travis? Because after about an hour, y'all start not paying me no attention because I'm just old brother Travis. So y'all see this? Okay, you got your portion plate. Normally, let's say you're having chicken breast cooked in MCT. You're having green beans cooked in bouillon, and you've got your Crowder peas. So that's about a quarter cup. About a quarter cup, if you're portioning right, somewhere up to 6 ounces on this page. That's going to control insulin and help you burn fat. But Crowder peas are different than rice. I cannot have more than a quarter cup of rice in the long grain brown rice. That shouldn't have white rice. So because it's peas, peas are a perfect pairing item. So if I want to get rid of the green beans, I can get additional Crowder peas here, or black eye peas, or whatever peas you want. So by knowing that this is a perfect pairing item, I can have more peas. Now I can have a half a cup for the weight loss phase. Does that make sense, everyone? So write this down and this will help you. Category 1, lean proteins that are not pre-digested. Not pre-digested and not processed. Lean proteins, not pre-digested, not processed. Example, a Hebrew National Frank is processed. Example, low-fat cottage cheese is pre-digested. We're talking about chicken breast, fish, 96% lean ground meat. It's processed, but it still is slow digesting. A lean protein or a category 7 shellfish, any shellfish, you can perfectly pair the following items with it. Peas, tomatoes, onions, carrots, berries, apples, oranges, grapefruits. This allows for a perfect pairing so that you can have a little extra of an item, because if you put category 2 on the plate, that takes up space on the plate. You got to follow your rule. So take that off and now you got a perfect pairing. Does that make sense, everyone? And you're reducing the calorie consumption and you're getting more. That's a Shibboleth journey lesson. Hope that helps. In recipes, I can't always find the exact brand listed for an ingredient. How bad is it to use a different brand? Just make sure that your swap is the same. From a nutritional profile standpoint, your swap has to be the same. Let me give you an example of this, Gail. If something's calling for flour, you can use any of the flours. If it calls for Carb Quick, you could use Fiber Gourmet flour. You could use the new the fiber product from the wellness company that we've been talking about. They're all-purpose flour. You could use almond flour. You could use coconut flour, Bob's Red Mill low-carb flour. So all of those have a similar profile where we can control the fat bus. So if it's calling for a brand, as long as the brand that you swap it with is almost identical in macronutrient profile, the swap is fine. For safety, ask your team. And, the Bible says there's safety in a multitude of counsel. So just double check before you consume it. Annette, pinto beans and Shibboleth cornbread is a perfect pairing. Yes, it is. One of my favorites. Some pintos and some onion and some perfect cornbread recipe. Goodness gracious. What about plain tofu? If it's less than 20% calories from fat, it's a category 1. If it's less than 50% calories from fat, it's a category 4. I use the perfect pairing for the grits and egg whites, and it's great. Yes, I love cheese grits mixed with egg whites for breakfast. Those were category 1, 3, 5, basically. Yes, Bryant, 1, all of the meat in category 1, all of the meat in category 7, with a few category, not all the category 3s, not all the category 5s, just specific ones like peas, tomatoes, onions, carrots, lima beans, butter beans. Those almost went in the superfood category. And then category 5, berries, apples, oranges, grapefruit. Bye, Penny. Those are perfect pairings. You don't need the extra fibrous carb for that. Remember, we're talking about staying within the portion rule. All right, y'all. Looks like we're winding down here. Any other questions before we go? Did y'all enjoy class today? Charles says, Adeline says, hello, I'm listening to class. Is that church? Hey, Adeline. Hello. Hey, Adeline. Is ground flaxseed a superfood? It is. I don't particularly like it ground because it's high in oxalates, which are bad for some people like me. And when you grind it up like that, you absorb that faster. Have to be careful with that depending on what you've discovered through food elimination protocol. Terry, there is a link, but I don't know how to get it for you. I've taught classes on it. I need to teach another one for you. What if we do perfect pairings in the partner class Thursday? There's thousands of videos in the library, and I start to lose track, but I've taught on it I don't know how many times. Partner class. Perfect pairings. It's where we can pair two things together that according to our combination chart should not go together. It's perfectly paired though. We'll do that Thursday at 12:30. Shibboleth partner. For those of you that get tired, I'm not your cup of tea. Would y'all tell them that in partner class I'm much more serious? Would y'all tell them they don't know that I can teach? Somebody hurt my feelings and said, we need somebody that teaches more professionally and stays on point. Would y'all tell them I'm able to do that in partner class? It's really hard though when you're trying to motivate and educate at the same time. Thank you, Claudia. It's good to have you. Everybody welcome Claudia. Welcome, Claudia. We're glad that you're here. Well, even Paul said, I'm summarizing, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. People get on to me and say, you should not waver at all. I think Apostle Paul summarized that if I need to reach a poor person, I'll be impoverished. If I need to reach a rich person, I'll become rich. Whatever it takes to get the gospel of Jesus Christ into the heart of a willing and wanting one. It's not that I'm Gumby. Some of y'all know that. You've run into it, Jack. But it's for the cause of the gospel of Jesus Christ, you have to meet people where they are, you know. But it does get hard. It does get hard to do.
Hey, Travis.
Yes, ma'am.
Stephanie asked a question about the pizza and she missed your answer. So she says, how much of the pizza from the challenge recipe is a serving?
Not this. This is actually the size of your stomach. It's perfect for men and women. Your hands are almost identical to the size of your stomach in its natural state. So I use a 6 to 8 inch plate. We have some back here. But some people get it on the trough edges. You're supposed to stay in the center of it, or you could get those Amazon ones, 6 to 8 inch or a 2-cup bowl, depending on if you're eating soup but with that pizza for a perfect day, it's this right here. Any recipe, it's this. Put it right over the meal. If there's none sticking out around the edges, it's right. You can't do this. It's all good. Got my hands over the whole buffet, Brother Travis. That won't work. It's right over that. You got it? Hope that helps. Have fun with it. Relax. Relax, everybody. We'll just have fun. It's just eating great food, isn't it? You want more pizza? Can you have seconds before I go? That great recipe I gave y'all. Can you have seconds? Yes, 4 to 6 hours later. Okay. All right, y'all. I got a boat. I love you. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Joni. We'll see y'all in the next class. If God tarries, God's coming. Bye, everybody.